Boltis to throw. The long sideline connection to Philip Barnett. Lawrence Samuels, the head coach for Tampa Bay, was talking perhaps as a potential for Barnett to have the big day as the X factor, someone who might pop out and surprise us. He's healthy now.
Yeah, he battled so many injuries this season. But a big physical receiver, 6'3", 215 pounds. Just hasn't been able to get into the mix.
3rd down and 7. Boltis finds Barnett for the first down pickup near midfield. Philip Barnett had an over-the-wall TD catch against Philadelphia back in May. 2.5 minutes left. AFL American Conference first-round playoff action. A win for Philadelphia would vault them into a American Conference championship game with the Jacksonville Sharks. Boltis sends Ings in motion. Looks for him to the corner. In and out of the hands of the defender. A near pickoff. Is climbing the ladder defensively there. The defensive work of James Romaine, who's getting a little push-up action in. That's a sure sign that he thought he should have made that catch.
Absolutely. Well, then you got the group, the position group, getting down, getting the push-ups as well. You can't throw it that late. That allows the defender a chance to get it. That's good. Wow. Wow.
Wow equals 6 points for Priche Rodriguez. 25 yards of real estate covered. Tampa Bay's not finished yet.
And this ball, I mean, table tennis. I'm not even going to call it ping pong, but this is the route. Right inside. Just a quick sail-in route again. And he jumps it. I mean, he sees it coming, and then he tries to catch it with his chest. All he has to do there is reach his hands out, and that's an INT, but Priche Rodriguez focuses, keeps his concentration, and finishes the play for Tampa. When James Romaine jumped that route like he knew it was coming, just wasn't able to finish it.
Covers 25 yards. 56-41 after the Alvarado.
I mean, if he reaches his hands out, that's an easy interception.
Romaine had an early third quarter INT last week against Orlando. Had the chance for 2 pickpockets on that last series. Meanwhile, Priche Rodriguez dances into the end zone after the carom. And now you would have to anticipate the onside kick. Approaching the 1-minute warning. Dan Rodabaugh, 5 in the gray to the left of your screen. Anxiously awaiting the resumption of play with 73 seconds to go. That time separating both Dan and his head coach, Clint Dalzell, from victory lane. And a date with the Jacksonville Sharks. Should Philadelphia hold, that game will come a week from today in this very PPL Center.
A highly anticipated rematch, especially if you're Philadelphia. You've marked it on your calendar. You figured Jacksonville, Orlando played great all year, but you figured Jacksonville losing in the championship, returning all the players they did. You figured they'd get back to this point, and they want some of Jacksonville.
Setting up for a potential onside kick here. Squibb to the near side of the field. Into the padding and out of bounds as Lonnie Outlaw was close by.
The kick ball struck the wall, rendering the ball dead. First down.
As we're knowing the situation and the rules, you don't have to go over there. If it's going to hit the wall, be there just in case it stops, but allow it to get there and play it dead. It's like that drag button down first. Let it kind of roll out of bounds, and it's curving towards the wall the entire time.
1-minute timing rules.
Good job by Lonnie Outlaw.
Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining.
We are at the 1-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. Philadelphia clinging to a 56-41 advantage. Back to close this one out in a moment.
This ball's got to go up a little bit higher. Throws it flat, but they're both jousting for positions. You see Harold hands out in front, trying to push as well as Outlaw pushing. But you got a guy that big, you got to get the ball up. Good job of concentrating, bringing it in.
He had 17 catches last year. 7 of them went for TDs. At 6'6", he's easy to spot in that end zone. Freebert knocks it through at 63-41, and Philadelphia should be making plans and getting ready for scouting tape on the Jacksonville Sharks.
I think they've got enough tape. They know exactly what Tommy Grady's bringing. They know exactly what Derek Ross is bringing. He played here for years. Lost in some of those Arena Bowls with this team. Lost in the Arena Bowl last year. They've got some guys that have played a ton of big games coming in here next week, trying to steal one.
Philadelphia and Jacksonville split in the regular season, each winning on the other's home field. The last meeting came in early June, Philadelphia winning 56-42 at the Veterans Memorial Arena. The guys in gray, efficient and effective in holding off Tampa Bay. And that will be made certain in 46 seconds time.
You know, you look back through this game and just the costly errors offensively for Tampa that hurt them. Because their defense, you know, you look up there and see 63 points on the board. Their defense has been great tonight. I thought anytime you turn away the number one offense on several occasions, but your offense can't come out and get you points. It looks worse than it is when you see that 63 up there for the Tampa Bay defense.
Tampa Bay's objective was to make Philadelphia earn their points. Long drives, no easy big plays as Ings burrows his way out to the 9-yard line. 42 seconds left. Just 2 wins during the regular season for this squad as Warren Smith gets into the game. Cleveland has jumped back out on top of LA, trying to force its way into the National Conference Championship game against Arizona. Warren Smith, who began his college ball at Iona, then went to the University of Maine FCS Championship Subdivision. Wild one continues in San Diego between LA and Cleveland, right down to the final wire, back and forth. This one concludes in Allentown. Priche Rodriguez takes the completion from Warren Smith.
Cleveland up 3. Kicks off with 38 seconds left. LA has no timeouts. Cleveland up 3. They get a bar ball and score. It is now 55-46 Cleveland with 38 seconds left in that game.
I love your energy and enthusiasm. And as that play was happening and you were multitasking, you've swatted me and nearly knocked me out of the booth.
I get excited.
Settle down, big fella. Save it for next week, too.
I get excited for this stuff.
37 seconds left. Smith to throw. Scrambles out of there. Gets out of bounds. Run into the ditch there on the sidewall. Warren Smith taking over for Jason Boltis. Philadelphia on its way to an American Conference Championship matchup with Jacksonville. Jacksonville won an entertaining overtime thriller last night in Orlando. Came down to a 2-point conversion in overtime.
Great game. It was a fun game to be a part of. It was a great game. I mean, those guys were getting after each other, very physical.
Smith fires on the run on the slant. There is Ings. Necktie down. Ball's free. The ball is loose. And the Soul have it surrounded.
Is that Bo Bell?
It looks like it's Richard Cleaver who has the football, big number 93.
Watch. Bo Bell is going to track it down from behind. First of all, it's a great catch. It's a great catch by Ings. Right there, the ball's low. He catches, but watch Bo Bell right here. Watch Bo Bell right here. Reach in and strip it. And he's got it in his hand right there. And that's great play right there from Bo Bell on the hustle. Tell me that guy doesn't want to win a championship. That guy wants it. Wants to win a championship.
You've been talking about the scrappy defense for Philadelphia. You see it there right to the final whistle. Bill Vogel enters the picture. Cleveland and LA, 56-46 for the Gladiators. Ready to emerge into a National Conference Championship game against Arizona. In the dying stages of this one with 17 seconds left, Tampa Bay trailing Philadelphia by 22 points. And poised to fall for the third consecutive time to the Soul. Philadelphia will move on. The top seed tangles with the third-seeded Sharks a week from today at PPL Center, an AFL on ESPN game that you can see right here. Arizona waits the winner of Cleveland and LA. One last handoff and a final whistle. And Philadelphia, with designs on Arena Bowl 29, has downed Tampa Bay by the score of 63-41. Another terrific performance for Dan Rodabaugh, for Ted Bonner, for all the men and women in our crew. Joe Beninati, thanking you for your time from Allentown. Stay tuned. The Intermediate Baseball World Series is coming.